sister actually gets married today, so that's cool. Before going to the wedding, though, I'm gonna go over here to Richie's and pull transmission out of my car, pull the transmission apart, check it out. Jack wants to change a couple things inside the transmission. Also, want to check the converter out and possibly have something going on inside the converter. I left the valve closed at the track the other night. It may have hurt something. So I'm gonna check that out and everything. Hopefully get the transmission back in the car tomorrow, so we can go to LS Fest next Friday. Richie and I are racing. He's seeing if he can tear the transmission down before I get the converter apart. I think he's beating me currently. His little nuts are a pain. Richie did in fact beat me, pulling it apart. So I got the transmission pulled apart, got the converter pulled apart. Everything looks fine on both of them. We did change a couple things, changed the hole size of the drum, changed the check ball in one of the forward pistons, changed the converter feed restrictor size in the pump, and then put it back together after that. Everything looks good. We're putting it back in the car, and then, move on to the next project. While we're working on the car, putting a front wheel speed sensor from Strange on, bolts to the back of my wheel like that, and then I'm gonna have to drill and tap a bolt hole right in here for a sensor to go in. Strange sends this nice kit, comes with everything you need. It's already deutshed on that end, comes with the other side there and everything. Super nice kit. Also, I've never changed these brake pads, and they still look brand new, probably from throwing my parachute or just being a dud. Probably the second one. So anyway, I'm gonna get this on, drill and tap that, wire the connector in, and then be working on something else. Well, after a rough 3 or 4 days, got the car in the trailer, about to head to LS Fest. We did an intake swap on it. We swapped from my ultra low ram Holly intake to Jack's Edelbrock ProFlow. To put a 102 throttle body on an Edelbrock ProFlow is not super easy, especially whenever it has 16 injectors with another rail right there. So my buddy Joe at Brown's Machine made me this custom throttle body spacer, got it on there, and then also it moved the intake up some, so we had to redo the cold side pipe right there. All the wiring from Streetcar Joe lined up perfect. That was super awesome. Glad about that I didn't have to change any of the wiring. My fuel system, this was my feed before. It went right into this rail on my ProFlow. It went right to Jack's little 4-to-1 manifold there to the back of the intake. And then my return, which is this line right here, was able to loop back around. It came over to this rail right here, but it was able to loop back around and go to the fuel pressure regulator underneath there. So we also had the transmission out. My father-in-law Richie and I pulled the transmission out and went through it, checked everything out, and just kind of gave it a fresh bill of health. Everything looked good, but gave it a fresh bill of health. Pulled the converter apart, looked at it, everything was good there also. Did some suspension changes. We raised the front end up 2 inches. We changed the rear bias, so we had to raise the rear up also, and changed to a set of Hoosiers. What else did we do? I think that's about it. But yeah, no, we're we're getting loaded up now and gonna get on the road to Dallas here in a minute. Try to find somewhere to make a test hit, either at the track in Amarillo or possibly on the street in Dallas when we get there. We'll see. Just glad that it's in the box and we can start seeing if this intake makes a difference. So I'll catch up with you guys on the road. If it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. I'm on the side of the road, almost to Clarendon, Texas, for people that probably don't know where that is. Anyway, driving down the road doing 80. Apparently the ball joint on the driver's side decided it didn't want to hang out anymore. So it failed. Truck started driving all over the place. I was pumping the brakes trying to get it stopped. And yeah, it is what it is. I was ready to give in, throw in the towel, give up, go home, lick my wounds. Called Amber to come get me with her. She borrowed her dad's truck, Richie's truck, and she was going to come get me, pull the trailer back, call the tow truck to get the truck. Called Jack to tell him we weren't going to make it, and Jack said, "Nah, where are you? Send me your location. I'm gonna come get your trailer. We're gonna go racing anyway." So we can't end off like this. We're gonna go racing. We'll worry about the truck on Monday. So waiting on the tow truck to come get my truck. Amber is still coming to hook onto my trailer. We're gonna drag it towards Jack. He's about 2.5 hours away. We're gonna drag it towards him, and then he'll hook onto it. We'll go the rest of the way to Dallas. Amber will go home. I can't do all this stuff without my friends, man. Like, I don't know, just blessed to say the least with the friends that I do have. I wish I had luck as good as friends that I have. So, but anyway, waiting on all this stuff to take place and everybody to get here. I'll pick up here after a while. Well, got the truck loaded on the tow truck. There's Amber. She came to pick up the trailer, their dad's truck. Jack and Alexis are actually on their way here. We're gonna go onto the trailer and keep going to Dallas. Sierra Towing is gonna take my truck to my parents' house.
Thank you, Sierra Towing.
Thank you, Sierra Towing. Absolutely. And we'll work on it on Monday. So, anyway, how do we feel this morning, Jack? Tired? What time do we get in?
4:30.
Yeah, apparently, or not apparently, my truck decided to break, and so Jack came and got me, but we're here, so. Brother. Why's your windshield so damn dirty?
I tried to clean.
Well, we got here, finally. Got unloaded, got the car ready to go to Tech. We're pushing up now. Hopefully we can make it through Tech and everything goes good, so we'll see. Oh my God, it is so humid here. We made it through Tech, pretty seamless. They were like, wow, y'all are really ready, so. But we're gonna go back to the trailer now, get the car set up and get it ready for first round or first test hit. So I'll pick you up here in just a little bit. Pushing up onto Texas Motor Speedway for the first time. That's a tight turn there, buddy. Oh, we're almost there. Oh, this is super cool. We're parked, put it in the infield. Here's Texas Motor Speedway. Really excited. See how first round goes, or our first tested, I guess.
Jack, how do you feel about the speed of this golf cart?
I think this would be fun going 200 around here, but 20 is pretty long. If we're going 20, we're probably going 12.
I went This is probably pretty annoying after you're like 1 to 2 hours of sleep.
He's upset. Jack, what do you think about our first pass, buddy?
Slower than I want, but at least it went down.
It didn't do a burnout. For whatever reason, we have burnout mode on the computer, and it's supposed to turn on whenever you fire the car up, and then it's supposed to turn off after so many RPM. And for whatever reason, right before I let go of the trans brake button to do the burnout, it turned burnout mode off. So I guess it was just riding traction control and trying to do a burnout or whatever. So stickers were still on the tires. So basically a no burnout pass. It went okay. I think it's close to our PB on this type of surface.
Yeah, within a 10th.
Yeah, within a tenth of our PB on this type of surface with no burnout. So it seems promising. We should be able to go a decent amount faster.
Yeah.
It wants more out back. If we could have done a burnout, tire would have been nice and happy and hot, sticky. Probably would have done better than 60 foot. But he's gonna fix it. I'll just have to turn burnout mode on and off from now on. Got a couple things to do on the car, and I think first round is at 3 o'clock. So I'll pick up here after a while. Well, we're pushing up for first round of small tire unlimited. Not really sure who we drew yet. They're gonna do chip draw and driver's meeting up there, I guess. We're still around.
What were those things? Were those the other cars?
Hopefully we're getting a draw. We need it. We're not doing super hot today. So anyway, here we go. There's a 100% chance I'm not gonna get big blocks today, Jack.
Yeah, no big blocks?
No big blocks allowed in this deal.
Yeah, you might have the biggest motor. Well, we were able to make it past first round. They on the button. It
everything went good. Car went straight down through there. It actually didn't go straight down through there. It actually went to the right. We made an anti-roll bar adjustment just a second ago. Pushing up there for round 2 now. Don't know who we drew yet, but Jack turned it up a decent amount. Adjusted the anti-roll bar, tightened the front up. He said I'm starting to try to wheelie. So anyway, it's going good so far. I don't normally complain about the heat, but it is hot as shit here. So anyway, we're pushing up now. We weren't the last ones, almost. Well, there was a little controversy before that chip draw. I think somebody complained about electronic or air shifters, so they tried to make everybody unplug their air shifter. Drivers agreed to go ahead and run with them, so we'll see. Well, check it back in. It's still hot as shit. Pushing up for 3rd round. We're down to 3 cars in the third round. Stephen Little, some gray F-body Camaro. I don't know who that person is yet, and then me. So hopefully we can get the bye and get to the finals. We're still, I think, a little bit off what we need to be running, but car's doing okay. It's just a tricky surface. But anyway, we're going up for 3rd round. Hopefully we get the bye. I'll pick up with you guys afterwards.
I wanted to go 50 RPM after the last one, but I just did 25. I'll do the 50 now.
Well, luckily we got the bye to the finals, which we needed. The other 2 cars were very fast cars. Hopefully we'll make some improvements on this one and get ready for the finals, and hopefully we can take this whole thing home. After last night's fiasco with the truck, I could really use the money. Well, pushing up for the finals of Small Tire Unlimited. We have Stephen Little. We don't know what lane we're in yet, but anyway, we know who we got. Hopefully we get left lane. It's kind of what we like. It's what we've been faster in anyway. Jack turned it up. We had to. I think he's faster than we are, so turn it up. See how it goes. So here we go. Sucks, man. That was I had to drive it pretty good on that one. So that sucks. We lost, but at least we got a second place. Day 634 of being at LS Fest, Texas.
Yeah.
It's so hot.
140% humidity.
140%. I asked Jack if he wanted to drive.
No.
Why not, Jack?
I'm good.
It is so hot here. We are not used to the humidity, but oh well. Maybe we can win today and make it worth it. So hot today. Shout out Circle D, 40 Motorsports, Squirrel Tune, BF Services. Everybody else is hanging out, having a good time. Jack and I are working, making a 4-link change. Jack said we're slow and need to find some 60 foot. So, in order to do that, gotta work on the car, huh, Jack? You wanna explain to them why we're changing the bar angle?
Just because our 60 foot's slow, and I feel like we should do better. And maybe if we change it, we can get it to transfer some more weight back.
That felt really good. I wish that I would make that fast in the finals last night, but bar change felt like it helped a bunch. We'll look at the draggy, the data, and see what it says.
Change your plug again?
No doubt.
Oh, there is?
That is so cool. No, it's not. For sure.
All the big tricks down, trying to get back in, and they're like, those there's one way every time.
That Suburban's cool. That's a beautiful Camaro. That is sick, man.
I bet you could make, I think you could probably make maybe 900.
That is super cool.
Yes.
That is really awesome. I forgot to film anything today. Saturday, day 2 of LS Fest. Feels like day 200. We're pushing it now for first round. Our test hit went good. We made a bar angle change before first test hit this morning. Went up on tire pressure a little bit, and then I think we ran the similar tune-up as what we had in the finals last night. It went about 2/10 faster, I think, than our best yesterday. So we're making progress. Got a little more on tire pressure this pass. Jack turned it up, looked stuck everywhere. So we'll see how it goes. Pick up here. More rules. I need one of these, Jack. that was a really good pass. It was a little sketchy at the end, but felt really fast. Well, we're pushing up for third round. You might think, oh, that's weird. What about second round? On the win-loss sheet, they had me in the left lane in the losing lane and had the other car number in the right lane, which is the winning lane. And so they went and got the other car, and he went up there and made his pass and won. And we got up there at the very last of it, and like as they were starting to send cars for small tire, and argued with it, and it got heated for a second. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of that. Didn't have time to get my phone out or whatever, but it was in the moment. Anyway, the decision is they're going to leave the 4 cars that were supposed to be in the semifinals and just add me in. So it'll be 5 cars going into this round, and then hopefully we can win or get the bye or whatever and go on to the semifinals. So it sucks. The controversy sucks. We didn't get to make a hit. Everybody else is a hit ahead of us today, but it's okay. At least we're still in the race. So here we go. Well, we got up here. They kind of explained everything to the other drivers. They didn't seem super excited about it. One of them didn't. The other 2 didn't really. The other 3 didn't really care, but one of them didn't seem super pumped. But it's okay. It's not my fault, you know. So it is what it is. Hopefully we can pull this win off. We got the gray Camaro. We're in the left lane. Supposed to be first pair, but they don't run them in order. Somebody else started running. So anyway, here we go. Good luck. Let's win this shit. Unfortunately, that's the end of LS Fest Texas. We had a really good showing. The car did well for its first time. With me driving on that type of surface, we set new PBs pretty much every pass, and just, you know, really impressed us with how the car did. There's some things that we need to work on for next time we do it. We think we can go a decent amount faster, but that's for next time. So, but wait, there is more right here. Wow, this street. Jack, what does your foot meter say, buddy? What do you think, buddy?
That motherfucker pulled it at 165. Really good.
Wow, this is crazy. They're still on the shit over here. Oh, wow. This is crazy. These roads in Mexico are so great. Go to the street, make some street hits, pull a bunch of weight out of the car. What kind of sense does this make? Are you sure you know what we're doing?
Nope.
Nope. Making some changes to the car, pulled some weight out of it, which is funny because we came from a track to a street. Pulled some weight out of it, lowered the rear of the car some, tightened the front end up some. Jack's adjusting the tune-up right now. This will be my first pass on like this good of a street, really. This was really like my first pass on a street. So super excited to try this out, see how we can do. This is a really good street too, so super pumped about it.
How'd it feel?
Fast as fuck, for sure. Oh my lord, man, it look good down there.
Oh my gosh, it looked fast. Awesome fucking first pass on the street.
Unfortunately, we didn't film anything after we made that pass. We were going to save the tires for racing on the backside of Roswell. That's what they were supposed to do. Then they moved it to front side of Roswell, so we only made one pass to save our tires for that race. Well, now we're racing front side on both nights. However, it's beside the point. That was very fun. The street stuff was the best part of the whole weekend. I'm glad that we went. I almost threw in the towel, almost didn't go because the whole truck situation. But I'm glad we went now. I'm going to end the video off there. If you guys don't mind, please like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. We have t-shirts coming. Bryson is making us a design on t-shirts. So we have some t-shirts that we're going to try to make soon. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do another video shortly. We're going to, actually on the road right now to Roswell for the 505 cast days. We're gonna have my car and Small Tire on Friday night and Saturday, and Megan's car and JV, or Little Gangsters, I mean, on Friday and Saturday as well, I think. So I'll pick up with you guys when we get to Roswell. I mean, that'll be another video. But until then, I hope you liked the video. See you next time.